What's going on, guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another Wizard101 video. Sorry if I sound a little bit tired. I've been making like a lot of videos and it's like 4 in the morning, so don't mind my voice. But in today's video, I was gonna go over a new spell that was added for Death School. So the Death School got a new spell and a lot of people did not expect this at all. It wasn't on anyone's radar and no one was anticipating Death to get a new spell, especially in an update that was mainly just surrounded by the whole raid and the name change / gender change options. So it really caught me by surprise that Death even got a spell. And what that spell may be is Monk of Mourning. So Monk of Mourning is a legit copy of Headless Horseman. And people are getting a lot of things confused right now, and I will break it down for you. So Monk of Mourning and Headless Horseman are basically the same. They do the same thing. They give a -35 weakness 2 times, and it's chromatic, meaning it's for that specific school. So if you're going against a fire, for example, it will do 2 -35 fire weaknesses depending on the school that you're facing. So somebody's dual schooling or something like that, it goes for the priority school first, so whatever their actual character is, not the dual school. So for example, if I'm facing against a life, that is a dual school of fire, so meaning he has pins that give fire damage and everything like that, but his main school is still life, it's going to give the life chromatic weaknesses, meaning -35 life weaknesses. Same thing as Headless Horseman. A lot of people thought that we could have Headless Horsemen's like a while back, but no one had Headless Horseman spellments. We didn't have it in the game, so this is the first time we've been actually able to test it properly. So that's another thing. But if we compare the spellment paths, Monk of Mourning is actually better in damage wise. If we're talking about base damage as well, Monk of Mourning is just a regular goat monk. When Goat Monk before it got its change and it became a healing over time. Yes, it got changed in test room, but I'm gonna have that for a separate video. But it's literally just 3 pips and a school pip for death, and does 530 damage through 590. Now if we go to Headless, it does 530 to 590. So it's essentially an actual copy. And people think that that was a mistake. Actually, it's not a mistake. It's intentional. Here's the reason. So Headless Horseman is only available during Halloween or whenever they bring back Halloween packs for certain things. And that was the only way of getting Headless. You couldn't get it anywhere else unless it was actually Halloween or whenever like there were Halloween packs available for a short time. And that caused a lot of issues, which I thought about prior, but I wasn't like one of my things I was like hoping that they would change anytime soon. But they wanted to make it accessible for other players, so instead they made Monk of Mourning, which essentially is just Headless, but max tier is a little bit better. But you can get Monk of Mourning at any time instead of just waiting for Halloween to come by and grinding up Headless Horseman spellments. Now you can just get Monk of Mourning, and the way to get it is 2 specific spots. So they added it to Takanobu the Masterless. It's a key boss in Mushu. It's the same boss that dropped Catch of the Day. It's the same boss that I farmed Mushu spell elements on last year. So they added that spell to the drop pool, so you can get it from there and you can get spell elements from there as well. You can't get the base spell, so that is no longer a thing in the game, so you can't be getting a spell drop. Back in the day, you would grind up bosses and you would try to get the spell to drop, like the actual spell. But now spell elements exist, so now over time you can just farm the boss and you get a guarantee amount and you'll be able to craft it. So definitely you can try that out in test realm, and you can farm Takanobu the Masterless. I currently don't have any keys on test realm, so I wasn't able to go fight him, but it's the same thing. The boss hasn't changed. It's the same thing as live realm, but all they did was just add Takanobu or give Takanobu a new spell that was added to his pool, which is quite interesting and it's pretty good. Now let's say you don't want to farm and you're someone that likes spending money or is able to do that. They did add the the new spell, the Goat Monk spell equivalent, which is, you know, Monk of Mourning. They did add it to the packs, so you can get it from the Ninja Spellamental pack if that's something that's up your alley. I know a lot of people aren't going to do that because, you know, they're trying to save money, or, you know, they just prefer farming the boss, because the boss now has a lot of spells that you can get from there, especially since Catch of the Day now has spellaments, which I will talk about in another video, and going over all the spellament changes. But it's actually a lot of value to farm that boss. For me, it kind of sucks right now because I don't think I'm going to farm Takanobu anytime soon, because I kind of have tier 5 on Ninja Pigs, Goat Monk, and a Samurai, so there hasn't been a reason for me to go back there, which kind of sucks now since I've already wasted my keys so much in the past. Since now he has 2 new drops, I would be wasting a lot of spellaments, which kind of sucks. But definitely I will try to get the actual spell in live realm just so I can have the base spell, maybe tier 2, just so I can use it in PvP if I ever want to do death PvP. It would be kind of interesting, so I will be trying to farm that in live realm, so definitely be on the lookout for that whenever I do that stream on Twitch. So be on the lookout whenever the update actually comes to live realm. But this is a pretty big change, and I know a lot of people were confused. I saw people on Twitter getting confused and everything like that, and I did ask Cam, and he specifically told me that yes, this was intentional, and that this is a new way of getting the spell, which also makes me question that will they be doing the same thing for example, like Krampus or Reindeer Knight, since those are from packs and exclusive, I guess, exclusively from Krampus as well. That's another thing. So I'm assuming that they would add another way of getting that, or another spell equivalent to Krampus down the line, and another spell equivalent to Reindeer Knight. But since Monk of Mourning at max tier is better than Headless, makes me question that there might be the same thing applying to Krampus and Reindeer Knight down the line. Maybe a max tier version of Krampus but a different spell will be better than regular Krampus, or there might be a new Reindeer Knight equivalent that is just better than Reindeer Knight, because due to the fact that max tier is just better. Base spell wise, if someone just has tier 1, you wouldn't have to worry, but mostly people are going to go for the tier 2 either for PvP, so it does affect them, as a large amount of the player base does do PvP, excluding myself. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to get into PvP here and there, but you know, I don't mainly do PvP. I'm more of a PvE content creator, so that's why I choose to do the things that I'm doing right now, especially like the going over the spellments. But definitely, if you guys haven't, try out Monk of Mourning in test room. It's a pretty cool animation. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it in the video that I am recording right now, and it's just literally Goat Monk, just death. There is TCs of these that do exist, not the spellament version, just the regular one. I'm pretty sure that they would make this it'll probably change the TCs of it, don't know yet, but we'll see. Go definitely get yourself a Monk of Mourning, and you know, change and definitely try some new spells from the new test shop. So now no longer it's called DC's test shop, it is now Hephaestus's test shop, meaning Cam is now taking over of the test shop, which is quite interesting. I haven't had seen that option in such, like, I don't think I've ever seen that option happen in test room, where they just completely changed the test shop model, and now it's literally Cam's character, which is Hephaestus, which is pretty cool to see. But that is it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully that clarified a lot of those questions regarding Monk of Mourning and Headless Horseman and those changes. So definitely try it out in test realm, see how it goes. Test realm will be here till Friday, and then of course weekend we won't have test realm, and we should have a patch on Monday regarding the raids and stuff like that, which I'll have a separate video for, because there are some changes coming to raids, and at the moment I haven't seen anyone beat the raid because of certain things, but we'll see. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.